As in our previous class, we have already discussed about the S block element. Now, today we are going to solve some of the basic and important MCQs based on S block element. So, let's begin. Our first question is the equimolar solution of the following were prepared in water separately. Which one of the following solution will record the highest pH? Now, how to find out basically the highest pH? Whenever we are talking about the S block elements, see over here the magnesium, calcium, strontium and barium is given, that is the group 2 element. Whenever we are talking about group 2 element, so whenever you are mixing equimolar solutions with water, okay, when it go with water, okay, so given chloride, when it go with water, it basically forms hydroxide. For example, first beryllium. Okay, so beryllium will form what? It will form beryllium hydroxide. This beryllium hydroxide is basically amphoteric in nature. Okay, we have already learned about the anomalous behavior of beryllium. So beryllium oxide is basically amphoteric in nature. But but about the other alkaline metal, okay, what we can see that the other alkaline metal, earth metal, okay, so that is group 2 metal apart from beryllium will show basic oxide. Okay, so they will form what? They will form basic hydroxide and oxides. Okay, now as you go down the group, so down the group, what is going to happen? What you can see, down the group the basic strength increases. Okay, so if down the group basic strength increases, hence the higher basic character will be shown, okay, by the pH. So which will be the answer? The answer is D, because beryllium lies at the lower um, side, okay, that is down the group, so it will be barium chloride will show the highest pH. Okay, as we have seen that the basic strength will increase as we go down the group. Now let us see the next question. Next question is the sequence of ionic mobility in aqueous solution is. Now in the aqueous solution, what will be the ionic mobility? So this all of the elements we are seeing here, they are of group 1 element. Okay, that is the alkaline, that is the alkali metal. Okay, so group 1, so we have already seen that smaller the size of cation. Okay, what I can say that smaller the size of cation, okay, higher will be the hydration. Okay, the smaller the size of cation, higher will be the hydration. Okay, and its effective size will also increase. So what will happen? The size will also increase. Okay, and hence what we can say that mobility will decrease. Okay, so if the smaller the size of cation, okay, it will basically have the hydration, basically the hydration, higher hydration. Okay, and this size, okay, the gradual size will also increase with the decrease in mobility. Okay, so larger ion have less mobility. Okay, so what we can say that larger ion have less mobility, okay, and more hydration. Okay, so the degree of hydration of the alkali ions decreases from, okay, it will degree, that is the degree of hydration will decrease from lithium to cesium. Consequently, what will happen? Consequently, the radii of hydrated ion will also decrease from lithium and cesium. Okay, hence the ionic conductance of this hydrated ions will increase. So what we can say that the ionic conductance will increase from lithium to cesium. Okay, so the correct answer is cesium, then rubidium, then potassium, and then potassium and then sodium. Okay, as what we have seen that the clear. Okay, so this is the answer. Now let us go for the next question. The alkaline metal forms salt like hydrides. by the direct synthesis at elevated temperature. The thermal stability of this hydride decrease in which of the following order? Okay, so order is given to you. You have to tell which what and how does the thermal stability of this hydride will decrease. Okay, basically we have seen that ionic character of the bond in hydrides. Okay, what we have seen earlier in earlier question, that ionic character of hydrides increases from lithium hydride to cesium hydride. Okay, so the thermal stability, what we can say, that the thermal stability will decrease from lithium hydride will have the less thermal stability, okay, than the cesium hydride. So you can see it is Li, then NaH, then KH, okay, then rubidium and then cesium. Okay, so the correct answer is what? B. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question. Our next question is, in case of alkali metal, the covalent character decreases in the order. Okay, basically when you are going to see, whenever we are going to talk about alkali metal are highly electropositive, which we have already learned. They are highly electropositive, right? Okay, whereas the halogen are highly electronegative. Okay, so halogen are what? They are highly electronegative. Okay, thus the halide of the alkali metal, okay, thus the halide of alkali metal, the covalent character decreases with increase in electronegativity. Okay, so how can we measure the covalent character? Do remember that the covalent character decreases with increase in electronegativity of halogen, with increase in electronegativity of halogen. Of halogen. Okay, so the answer is what? The answer will be C. That is Mi, then Mbr, Mcl, then Mf. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question. Our next question is, which of the following oxide is not expected to react with sodium hydroxide? Okay, now basically if we take it one by one, calcium oxide, when we are talking about calcium oxide, okay, so calcium oxide is the basic oxide. Okay, it is what? It is the basic oxide, so it will not react with the NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide. Okay, however, silicon dioxide is acidic oxide. Okay, so it will react with the and beryllium oxide. If we see beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature. Okay, and it is B2O3. B2O3 is basically acidic oxide. Okay, so this all react with the NaOH. Okay, so they'll react with the sodium hydroxide, but as CaO is basic oxide, it will not react with NaOH. So the correct answer is calcium oxide. Okay, clear? Now let's go to the next question. Which of the following alkaline earth metal sulfates have hydration enthalpy higher than the lattice enthalpy? Okay, so if we talk about, the correct answer will be BeSO4. Why so? Because the hydration enthalpy of BeSO4, okay, is highest than the lattice enthalpy, that is lattice energy. Okay, that is within the group 2. As we have seen, this all elements belong to the group 2. Okay, the hydration energy, as we have seen, that the hydration energy, that is delta H hydration, okay, it will decrease down the group. It will decrease down the group. Okay, while the lattice energy is almost same. So the answer is what? It is beryllium sulfate. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question. The next question is property of alkaline earth metal that increases with their atomic number. Okay, what is the next question? Property of alkaline metal that increases with their atomic number. Solubility of their hydroxide in water. Okay, solubility of their sulfate in water. Okay, ionization energy or the electronegativity. Now whenever we are talking about this question, the solubility of ionic compound basically depends upon two factors. Okay, what we can say that the solubility of ionic compound, basically as we have already seen that alkaline earth metal will form ionic compound, so the solubility will depend upon two factor. First one is the lattice energy. Okay, and the second one is known as hydration energy. Okay, in case of alkaline, now in case of alkaline earth metal, the lattice energy, what we can say that the lattice energy decreases as we go down the group. Okay, so this decrease is more than the decrease in hydration energy down the group. Okay, so the correct answer is solubility of their hydroxide in water. Why? Because lattice energy as we go down the group will decrease. Okay, the decrease in lattice energy is more than the decrease in hydration energy. So solubility of their hydroxide in water is that property of alkaline metal that increases with the atomic number. Clear? Okay, now let us see the next question. Which one of the following compound is peroxide? Okay, over here the beryllium dioxide, that is barium dioxide, is peroxide. Okay, it has the peroxide linkage. Okay, the next question. A compound A on heating give a colorless gas and a residue that is dissolved in water to obtain B. Okay, so excess of carbon dioxide is bubbled through the aqueous solution of B. C is formed, which is recovered in solid form. Solid C is gentle heating gives back A. The compound is. Now basically what we have given, let us write it that now A on heating, okay, will give a colorless gas plus residue, right? Okay, and this residue react with water, okay, that is dissolved in water to give what? To give B. Okay, in this B, in excess of carbon dioxide will form what? In excess of carbon dioxide it will form C. Okay, and this C on heating, okay, on heating C you are going to again recover A. Okay, this is only possible in the case of calcium carbonate. Okay, how does basically the reaction take place? When calcium carbonate is heated, it will decompose into colorless gas, that is carbon dioxide plus calcium oxide. Now this calcium oxide is residue. This calcium oxide is going to react with water to form calcium hydroxide, that is CaOH twice. Okay, and reacting this calcium hydroxide, okay, with the when the carbon dioxide is bubbled through the carbon calcium hydroxide, okay, you are going to get CaHCO3, okay, that is calcium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, and which on heating is going to give you back the calcium carbonate. Okay, so the answer is CaCO3. Okay, clear? Now let's move to the next question. Our 10th question is which of the following has low melting point? That is CaCl2, CaBr2, CaI2, CaF2. Now here the only thing which is differing is the halogen. Okay, so we have seen that when the halogen is bonded to any of the alkaline earth metal, it covalent character. Okay, so the covalent character in the compound increases as the ionic character decreases. Okay, what we can say, that covalent character will increase when the ionic character will decrease. Okay, so melting point will also decrease. Okay, so what you can see, that CaI2, they have more electronegative. Basically, I2 is more electronegative. Okay, so it will promote more covalent character. Okay, so increase in covalent character will decrease the melting point. Okay, so we can say that CaI2 is the correct option. Okay, so which has the low melting point compared to the others. Now next question, which one of the following is present as an active ingredient in bleaching powder for bleaching action? So the active ingredient in bleaching powder for bleaching action is known as, the formula is given as CaOCl twice. Okay, so the answer is CaOCl twice. Clear? Okay, now let us see the next question. Which of the following alkaline metal form only the normal oxide? Okay, M2O on heating in the air. Now when alkali metal is heated in the atmosphere of oxygen, this alkali metal ignite and form oxide. As we have seen, they are highly reactive in nature. They'll basically burn in presence of air. Okay, so what will happen, this alkali metal will ignite and they'll form the oxide. Okay, so for example, on combustion of lithium, it is going to form what? It is going to form lithium dioxide. Okay, and sodium is going to give, on combustion of sodium is going to give you basically peroxide, that is Na2O2. Potassium is going to give you, potassium and rubidium are both such elements which are going to give you superoxide, as we have already learned about this. Okay, so the correct answer is what? It is lithium oxide. So lithium is that alkali metal which will only form normal oxide on heating with air. Clear? Okay, the next question, the ease of adsorption of the hydrated metal ion on an ion exchange resin, follow the order. Okay, now let's see what is the question is. So the answer is what? It is, okay, the ease of adsorption of hydrated alkali metal ion on an ion exchange resin, follow the order. It is rubidium, then potassium, then sodium, and then lithium. Okay, now the next question, the function of sodium pump in biological process operating in each and every cell of animal, which of the following biologically important ion is a constituent of this pump? Okay, so what is the question? The function of sodium pump in a biological process operating in each and every cell of the animal. So you have to tell which of the biologically important ion is also the constituent of this pump. Okay, so the answer is potassium. Potassium is one of the constituent of this pump. Okay, now let's see the next question. Solubility of alkaline earth metal sulfate in water decreases in the sequence. Okay, so you have to find the sequence. So keep in mind that solubility of alkaline earth metal sulfate decreases down the group. What I'm saying, solubility of alkaline earth metal, okay, sulfates will decrease down the group. It will decrease down the group. Why? It because of hydration, increase in hydration energy, sorry, because of decrease in hydration energy. Okay, so the correct answer is what? It is C, that is magnesium, then calcium, then strontium, and then barium. Okay, and the next question is, on heating, which of the following releases carbon dioxide more easily? Okay, so basically whenever you're talking about this question, which of the following compound will heat or on heating release the carbon dioxide easily? Stability of carbonate, do remember that stability of carbonate, Okay, so stability of carbonate increases down the group. Okay, it increases down the group with increase in size. Okay, with increase in size. Okay, and do remember that the metal carbonate are more stable than the alkaline earth metal. Okay, than the alkaline earth metal carbonate. Okay, so what you can say that Mg3O twice is the less stable and it releases carbon dioxide easily. Okay, because alkaline earth metal has is less stable than that of metal carbonates, that is alkali metal carbonates. So all are alkali except MgCO3, so it will release carbon dioxide easily. Okay, now let's see the next question. Next question is 20.0 of magnesium carbonate, okay, decomposes on heating to give carbon dioxide and 8 gram of calcium oxide. What will be the percentage purity of magnesium carbonate in the sample? Okay, now basically whenever your what is given, that magnesium carbonate will decompose on heating to give magnesium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, so what is the quantity of magnesium carbonate? It is 84 gram. Okay, and that of magnesium oxide is 40 gram. Okay, so this is formed by the molecular mass. Okay, now we have seen that 84 gram of MgCO3 will give how much? It will give you 40 gram of MgO. Okay, then 20 gram of MgCO3 will give MgO how much? It will give 40 into 20 divided by 80. Okay, which will give you 9.52 of MgO. Okay, but the actual yield given is how much? The actual yield is given as 8 gram, right? Okay, so percentage purity is what? Percentage purity is given by 8 upon 9.52 into 100. Okay, which is 84% pure. Okay, so the answer is what? The answer is 84. Now let's go to the next question. Which of the following statement is false? Calcium ion are more important in maintaining the regular beating of the heart. Magnesium ion are important for the green part of the plant. Magnesium ion form a complex with ATP. Calcium ions are important in blood clotting. Okay, so the correct answer is A. Okay, this statement is false because we know magnesium ion is already important in green plants of green part of plant. Magnesium ion is also important with the to form the complex with ATP, and calcium is are important in blood clotting. Okay, but calcium ions are not responsible for maintaining the regular beating of the heart. Okay, so the correct answer is A. Clear? Okay, now let's move to the next question. The product obtained as a result of reaction of nitrogen with calcium CaCa2, okay, is, okay, so what we have seen, that is calcium cyanide. Okay, so we can see that calcium carbonate, sorry, calcium will react with NO2 to give what? CaCN twice plus carbon as the byproduct. The CaCN twice, CaCN2 is nothing but it is known as nitrogen. Okay, so the correct answer is what? CaCN2. Okay, it can be written as CaCN2 also. Clear? Okay, now the last question of our today's session is the suspension of slaked lime in water is known as. Okay, what is the suspension of slaked lime in water known as? It is known as milk of lime. Okay, so basically the process taking place is CaO plus H2O gives calcium hydroxide, that is CaOH twice plus heat. Okay, so this is known as slaked lime. Okay, so the paste of lime in water, that is the paste of slaked lime in water, is known as milk of lime. Okay, and which when filtered is known as lime water. Clear? Okay, so I hope you have understood all the MCQs we have solved. If you have any doubt, please do ask me. Okay, thank you class.